Welcome back to Official Sigma Male, where we decode the psychology behind true masculine power. Today, we're diving deep into something that can transform your interactions with women forever. The 9 subtle traits they instantly notice in a true Sigma man, even though they'll rarely admit it. What you're about to discover isn't taught in dating courses or mainstream advice. This is hard-earned knowledge from years of observing how women respond to different male archetypes. And here's something crucial to understand. What women say they want and what actually triggers their attraction are often completely different things. Before we begin, if you're tired of surface-level advice and want to master authentic Sigma energy that commands respect without saying a word, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. We release content like this weekly, and our community is growing stronger by the day. Let's get started. Strategic solitude. Women instantly notice a man who's comfortable being alone, unlike the alpha who needs his pack or the beta who's desperate for inclusion. The Sigma man has mastered strategic solitude. This doesn't mean being antisocial, it means being selective about your social engagement. When you enter a social space and remain perfectly at ease without immediately seeking conversation or attention, women notice. They see a man who doesn't need external validation to feel complete. This creates an immediate curiosity gap. While they might claim they want an outgoing social butterfly, they're magnetically drawn to the mystery of a man who seems complete within himself. Example: when attending social gatherings, a Sigma doesn't anxiously try to fill silence with meaningless small talk. He's perfectly comfortable observing the room, engaging only when it adds value. This projected comfort in solitude communicates inner strength that women subconsciously register as attractive. The reserved confidence. The second thing women immediately detect is reserved confidence. Unlike the loud, demonstrative confidence of an alpha male, Sigma confidence is quiet, understated, and infinitely more powerful. It's not about dominating conversations or showing off. It's about the calm certainty in your movements and decisions. Women are biologically attuned to notice subtle cues of genuine confidence versus compensation. The way you walk into a room, how you maintain eye contact without aggression, the way you speak deliberately rather than rushing to fill silence. These all telegraph a man who knows his value without needing to announce it. Example: when challenged or questioned, a Sigma doesn't become defensive or over-explain. He simply states his position clearly without emotional investment in others' approval. This quiet strength is immediately apparent to women, creating a sense of security and intrigue they rarely experience. Selective communication. Women instantly register how a man communicates, and Sigmas stand out dramatically in this area. While most men talk to impress, Sigmas speak with purpose. This means fewer words, but each carrying more weight. The Sigma understands that silence itself is a form of communication, often more powerful than speech. What women won't admit is how refreshing they find this quality. In a world of men competing to demonstrate value through constant talking, the man who listens intently and responds thoughtfully creates immediate contrast. They notice when you speak only to add value, not to fill space or hear your own voice. Example: during group conversations, while others interrupt and compete for attention, the Sigma listens attentively. When he finally speaks, the room naturally quiets because his selective communication has built anticipation for his input. This command of attention without seeking it is deeply attractive. Financial independence. The fourth trait women instantly notice is a man's relationship with money, specifically financial independence without materialistic display. Unlike common misconceptions, This isn't about wealth itself, but about your relationship with resources. Women are evolutionary programmed to assess a man's ability to acquire and manage resources. The Sigma displays financial independence through subtle cues: no impulse purchases, strategic spending on quality over quantity, and a noticeable absence of financial anxiety. What they won't admit is how quickly they pick up on these signals. Example: a Sigma might drive a modest but well-maintained vehicle rather than an expensive car on payments. His home contains fewer but higher quality items. This demonstrates wisdom with resources rather than consumption for status, a trait women subconsciously register as mature masculinity, emotional self-regulation. Perhaps the most powerful trait women immediately notice is a Sigma's emotional self-regulation. In a world of emotionally reactive men, the Sigma's ability to remain centered during chaos is like a beacon. This isn't about suppressing emotions, but mastering them. Women are constantly scanning for emotional stability, even when they claim to want vulnerability. They notice when you remain calm during conflicts, how you respond to stress without becoming stress, and your ability to make decisions without emotional interference. This creates a sense of safety few other men provide. Example: when facing a challenging situation that causes others to become angry or anxious, the Sigma acknowledges the difficulty while maintaining composure. This balanced response demonstrates emotional intelligence and self-control that women find intensely attractive, as it signals reliability during life's inevitable storms. Physical presence without showing off. The sixth element women instantly register is physical presence that commands respect without peacocking. Unlike gym culture that promotes showing off physical development, the Sigma understands that true physical presence is about functional strength, good posture, deliberate movement, and body awareness. Women immediately notice how a man occupies space. The Sigma moves with purpose and economy. No wasted movements, no nervous gestures, no need to physically dominate a room. This projected physical confidence communicates security on a primal level that women respond to instinctively. Example: rather than drawing attention to physical attributes through tight clothing or constant flexing, the Sigma's strength is evident in his natural movements, how he effortlessly carries heavy items, his upright posture when seated, and the controlled precision in his gestures. This authentic physical confidence speaks volumes without saying a word. Authentic decision-making. Women instantly notice how a man makes decisions, and the Sigma's approach is distinctive. While alphas often make quick decisions to maintain control and betas frequently defer to others, the Sigma makes authentic decisions aligned with his internal value system, regardless of external pressure. What women won't admit is how attractive they find a man who can make decisions without seeking consensus or approval. They notice when you order at restaurants without hesitation, choose activities based on genuine interest rather than trends, and maintain boundaries without apology. This decisiveness creates a sense of direction that women find compelling. Example: when planning an evening, the Sigma doesn't anxiously ask, "What do you want to do?" repeatedly. He suggests an option aligned with his genuine interests while remaining open to feedback. This balanced approach to decision-making demonstrates both leadership and consideration, a rare combination. The absence of validation. Seeking. The eighth trait women immediately notice is what's missing: validation-seeking behavior. Most men unconsciously telegraph their need for approval through constant social media checking, fishing for compliments, or adjusting opinions to match the group. The Sigma's noticeable absence of these behaviors creates immediate distinction. Women are hypersensitive to neediness, even in its subtle forms. They notice when a man doesn't check his phone for likes, doesn't mirror others' opinions to fit in, and doesn't require reassurance. What they won't admit is how quickly this absence of validation seeking triggers their interest. Example: after accomplishing something significant, the Sigma doesn't broadcast it on social media or work it into conversations for recognition. This restraint communicates genuine self-confidence that doesn't require external validation, a quality women find increasingly rare and valuable in today's attention economy. Purpose-driven lifestyle. The final element women instantly detect is a purpose-driven lifestyle. Unlike men whose lives revolve around entertainment, social status, or even romantic pursuits, the Sigma organizes his life around meaningful purpose. This creates a gravitational pull few women can articulate, but all can feel. What women won't admit is how they notice the subtle signs of a man with direction. The books he reads, how he spends free time developing skills rather than just consuming entertainment, and how he discusses future plans with quiet certainty. This sense of purpose creates a compelling narrative they want to be part of. Example: while others discuss weekend entertainment plans, the Sigma might mention a project he's developing or a skill he's refining. This isn't done to impress, but reflects genuine passion for his path. Women notice this authentic drive and find themselves drawn to the sense of meaning it represents. These 9 traits create a powerful presence that women instantly recognize but rarely discuss openly. Understanding these subtle dynamics gives you a significant advantage in male-female interactions, not for manipulation, but for authentic growth into your strongest self. Remember, true Sigma energy isn't something you perform. It's something you embody through consistent internal development. The traits we've discussed aren't techniques, but reflections of genuine masculine maturity. If you found value in understanding these hidden dynamics, hit that subscribe button and join our growing community of men committed to authentic development. Unlike mainstream channels that offer quick fixes, we're building a movement of men who understand that true power comes from within. This is Official Sigma Male, where we don't just talk about excellence, we create the path toward it. Until next time, stay focused on your mission